As a matter of improvement, and to better target the next step in Daimler's adventure, we wanted to have a better view on what is Daimler doing, how they do it, but mostly why they are doing it. This is the reason why we decided to have a look at the basics and analyze all the dimensions that shape the automotive industry, our industry.
That's why we started from the rock bottom, the foundations of our company. The vision, which is to shape the future of mobility from a leading position, can be divided in 4 key areas: connectivity, autonomous driving, sharing, and electric vehicles. We want to do that by creating outstanding products through high technology, innovation, and luxury. Our objective here is to strengthen our global core business, which is manufacturing and designing cars and leading in a new future field.
We think our success is in line with our corporate structure. We provide different services to varied customer segments and stay as a pioneer in every service we do. How are we able to do that? We decided to leverage on a globally decentralized structure. In order to be aligned and serve a common purpose, we formed a special unit named CASE that aims at studying and developing a futuristic strategic solution for each key areas that are disrupting the market, and by bringing all the services we do under one common roof while providing a new service as financing and car sharing solution.
We believe that the only way to sustain our activities through such a huge structure is to put the emphasis on our very specific culture, values, and purpose. The purpose is to challenge the automotive industry through innovative mobility and to retain as a pioneer of autonomous driving. This can only be made possible thanks to our strong values: respect, passion, integrity, and discipline.
After having analyzed the environment and the industry, we can clearly see some opportunities and threats that can have an impact on the way we would build our strategy.
Absolutely. And when looking at the environment, we could clearly distinguish opportunities such as governmental incentives to shift toward a more sustainable and innovative mobility. Regulatory policies and benefits in terms of tax, loans, and free parking, for example, have massively been implemented as well. Have a look at the markets, and you will see an increasing acceptance toward technology and trials, which result in an increasing demand in electric vehicles and new tech. This also means that we are today playing in an expanding market.
And when you look at industry, you can also see some clear opportunities. New services such as drive sharing have grown, and Daimler intends to leverage on it in order to acquire new customer segments. Moreover, the low power and size of suppliers enable vehicle manufacturers to invest in backwards integration. On the other hand, we also face some threats. The indirect competition and the drive sharing movement enhance price sensitivity of the buyer. In face of the threat that indirect competitors form, we are forced to team up with direct competitors.
And I think that not only in the industry, but also in the broader environment, the hardest part to handle is related to regulation. In a country as the US, our attempt to move toward more direct distribution channels has completely failed due to high protecting regulations in favor of the dealers. In China, our struggle has been the regulation to enter the market, and our future perspective will rely mainly on how we can adapt to these regulations, to leverage on these opportunities and to deal with the strength.
Over the last decade, we established strong brand power and broadened our expertise in the 4 trends. In actual fact, we are a pioneer in the field of shared mobility. We also ensure good understanding between our internal divisions, and in addition, we have a strong culture that encourages an innovative and entrepreneurial spirit. We moreover make investments in resources, equipments, and plants. We also invest in and from subsidiaries. Furthermore, we are concerned with expanding and developing large plans and safeguard our strategy by means of patents.
Nevertheless, we happen to be squeezed in a very competitive market where our adversaries also make a difference. We came up with a perceptual map, taking into account 2 major factors for this industry: the company's technical capacity and the mix of services to products. We identified our major competitors to be BMW, Fiat Chrysler, and Volkswagen, as well as emerging Chinese companies more due to the strict regulations toward foreign companies though. We therefore decided to put time and energy in developing optimized strategic activities.
Our concentration is on 4 key activities: innovative mobility by high technology to varied customer segment and other services we provide. The mobility we produce is highly safe, highly luxurious with top-notch design. The next concentration is on technology. We use technology in what all we can. We have an application developed called Mercedes Me, which helps the user to locate and manage their car with their mobile phone. By implementing our new technology to our core business, mobility, we are in the process of developing electric vehicles and fully automatic vehicles. Our customer segment is comprised into premium, commercial and personal vehicle. Apart from all these, we are into services. We provide best maintenance for us existing customers and ensure customer satisfaction, and we are into car sharing services with 3 brands already.
In order to stay in front of the competition and to engage our customers, we need a strong value proposition. As we said in our mission statement, Daimler stands for shaping the future of mobility in a safe and sustainable manner, but also to drive performance. The promise Daimler is delivering to its customer is the added value of higher solution and made-to-measure services to more and more segments. We can also say that Daimler does not only apply new technologies, but even creates trend-setting technologies which result in outstanding solutions.
Our business model, explaining it from the industrial side of view, we have 3 major activities to do. It's our key activities, key resources and key partners. So what are the key activities we do? We are into manufacturing, mobility, distributing and also in the other service segments. And what are the key resources we need for it? So it's the parts, components, subsidiaries and the distribution network, intellectual property and patents. So where do we get the components and the parts? So ThyssenKrupp helps us with the shock absorbers. They provide the shock absorbers for us. For the technical requirements, Fitron helps us with the automotive transition, and other partners for our distribution channels are the joint ventures like Beijing Automotive Groups, Danza, Fusion, Renault-Nissan Alliance and Formula One.
For whom are we creating these values? First of all, let's have a closer look at the B2B market. Companies such as public transport organizations have great value while working with us, as we're constantly looking for new ways to improve. Also the government, who owns a lot of mobility sector, but also every large company using cars and leasing to their employees, would have great advantages working with Daimler too. If we're having a closer look to the B2C customers, then definitely we can say that we are creating value for the wealthy customers. The B2C market is looking for good service, which happens to be one of our core activities. As we're also focusing on the sharing mobility, we can add the occasional and convenient drivers to our customers.
The primary source of outflow is related to facilities, equipment and expansion of production plants. In the last years, the investment in the research and development department has multiplied given the increasing importance of the new trends in the automotive industry. The cost of manufacturing and distribution is also considerable. As to our revenue stream, in the last years we have record income. Last year our net profit amounted to 10.8 billion. The added value we provide to our customers through services are currently generating less cash in than cash out. So making our services more profitable is one of the goals we need to achieve in the coming years.
Daimler focuses on 4 major fields in order to create a sustainable growth. Firstly, we are constantly looking for creating new products or services. This brings us also to the second field, which is innovative technology. Within our core business, we never stop using the newest and high technologies. The third field to sustain growth is the investment in modern manufacturing capacities. The last field and focus of Daimler for sustainable growth strategy is a constant innovation and research on the CASE project. These 4 major fields are all applied in the existing markets, but in addition, we also focus on new markets, for example, Asia, South America and Africa. Of course, we are also focusing on the non-organic growth. Partnerships are in Daimler's blood.
In a few words, our future relies in managing change while sustaining our core business. No one can surely know what will be the proportion of electric or fuel cars by 2025, but we aim at becoming 100% flexible. To do so, we're already investing in our factories in order to be completely hybrid. Fuel-powered engine or electric ones rely on the same part of the value chain. We can already forecast a strong cannibalization to come, but we are ready. From now on, the recommendations we'll take into account are to focus on our service as car sharing, to target a market with less buying power, to make the premier quality car accessible to more people. Also, we will work more and more with digital native to enable a smooth shift. However, in our strategy, the biggest challenge remains. How are we going to make money out of these trends?